to the video. We're going to talk a little bit about the Pinarello. I'm just going to quickly show you the weights of the bikes here. Check this out. And we're going to go inside. Going to go inside. Pussy in my back. Let me put a pussy in there. There's always a bit of pussy in doing honest beds. I was trying to escape. They can try to escape, but they can't. Windows locked, mate. You're in here with me. But let's go have a look at the weights of the bike and look inside the detail. Which is better, the $9,000 Pinarello frame or the sub $1,000 Pragma frame from doingride.com. Let's go check it out. And this is inside. This is inside the Pinarello. It's not too bad. I think got some more Wuhan times down there. There's what is it down there? It's a pharmacy script. Bit anabolics. A few rivets in there. Looks alright, isn't it? There we go. It's pretty good. It's good enough. So this is 1,050 grams. The Italian Chinese Pinarello F8. So 1,050, no seat post. Pinarello seat post. Inside here. It's pretty clean, isn't it? It's like a bit of newspaper fish and chip wrapper at the end, but otherwise pretty good. I think that's a bit of newspaper down the bottom, the Wuhan Times, but otherwise not bad, not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. It'll pass. Pass QC at Wuhan. QC okay. Pass QC at Doing Riders Crackdown. And make sure with your F8 you don't lose this, alright? This makes your frame rideable. If you lose this down the track and you can't get a spare, you're pretty much shagged. Your frame's going in the bin. Right? So this is proprietary. I don't like proprietary stuff. But with aero bikes, unfortunately, proprietary is the name of the game. But I generally don't like proprietary. Your plug goes in there. Is decent length, a minimum. But yeah, be careful where you put your steerer and how much stem spaces you got on top. You don't want any spaces on top of your stem, ideally. So yeah, we'll inspect inside there, and that looks, yeah, it's pretty standard. It's pretty sort of standard Chinese made bike. They claim Italy. I would say this is coming out of China, in my opinion. So yeah, pretty standard what you'll see in any sort of Chinese carbon bike. And this is inside the Pragma fork. Let's have a look. So yeah, it's a bit neater, isn't it? Just a little bit more round, bit of fluff on there. Here we go. So let me put this between my legs. Get some fork between your legs, and it is a little bit cleaner. It's a bit cleaner. So yeah. Seat post is 213. So they're not a super light bike. Designed to be probably purchased by a fat barrister called Andrew. And that is a 433 gram fork. And it does have the steel plug in there, which we'll pull out and inspect, see how deep it goes. But yeah, so this is how they're made for. The barrister bikes, 430. But yeah, strong. Inside the frame, it looks like a bit of it's like a lab in Wuhan. It's about as clean as a Freemasons lab in Wuhan. But yeah, with the 33 diameter in there, it looks alright. It looks pretty standard. Yeah, that's compared to another. A bit of sand in there. It's a bit of spray. It's where someone busted a nut inside the frame already. So yeah, it's looks alright. Bit of a few rivets in there, and yeah, looks pretty standard. A few cobwebs in here, but it's not as nicely finished as my other bike, is it? This is definitely finished a bit better. Let's slip up the other way. Let's look at that. That's very, very clean, isn't it? That's very, very clean. It's got the Corona in there. It's tested for Corona. But yeah, look at that. That's very good. So this is Pragma quality. When you source the best. So Pinarello is not bad. It's not bad, but look at the difference. Look at the difference. Meatball. That's Roxy Puss. Isn't she a little cute? This cat was born in the backyard, literally. This little pussy was born in the backyard. I had D-sex. She's a scrambler. She purrs and scrambles at the same time. Let her out. And just, it's funny like that. I don't know. Women in my life, they do that. They purr and scramble at the same time when I grab them too hot. But anyway. So this is the Pinarello. This is the pinnacle of Chinese carbon made in Italy stickers and sold for $9,000 retail in Australia. And if you want to get one, go out and get one. I'm definitely not saying not to get one. I think they're a, you know, Pinarello's always had a reputation as the barrister's bike, as you know, the bike that's won a lot of Tour de France's over the years, and it's a nice looking bike. I like the look of it. I think it looks pretty slim and sleek. You know, the rear end and stuff like that. Here's a big thing. BSA bottom bracket. BSA. Someone at Pinarello understands good stuff. This is BSA. It's Italian thread. What other bike has an Italian thread BSA in 2020? You know, not many out there. So we do like that. We like that Pinarello is using direct mount brakes in their F10 and F12. So I personally prefer the look of the F8. That's just my personal preference. You know, sort of the bike that made famous by Froome, and it's a bit of the Froome deal. It's got a little smiley face at the back there, so when you're getting dropped, you can remember the smile. Sort of braze on front derailleur. Braze on meaning, if we just wrap it down here and gets knocked in the head, braze on means that the front derailleur is just brazed on. In the old days, they would weld it to the frame, but now with, you know, it's just rivets. So there's two rivets there. So if the rivets break out, you can just pop some new ones in there. I had a Cervelo, rivets kept popping out, and eventually got it fixed better. So yeah. That can be done. Got 2 drink bottle mounts. It's like a Di2 friendly, and so yeah, it's asymmetrical. F8, well, actually all asymmetrical, but that's the deal there. So yeah, is it worth? Actually, there's another cat here. Is it worth the extra money? It depends. It's a personal preference. You know, if you want the Pinarello sticker, you know, you can put it up for 50 cents, or you can go out there. And a lot of people say, well, why wouldn't you just buy a Chinese Pinarello? Well, all the Pinarellos, in my opinion, from what I've heard, are coming out of Fuchida in China. Now you have the imitation Pinarellos, which I don't. This is a genuine Pinarello product, by the way. You have the imitation ones, which I don't recommend, because they may be good, they may not be good. And I don't think it's cool to sort of steal. You know, like if you're gonna get a Pinarello bike, get a Pinarello bike. Like, I mean, it's your bike, do what you want. Put stickers on whatever. But I think I just have, you know, an issue with some of these people out there in the factories who are, it's a counterfeit product, you know. So, and some of the prices ain't that cheap. I just don't know. I think make your own brand. All right? If you want to use a Pinarello mold, okay, cool. But I think use your own brand, in my opinion. You know. But then again, it's, you know, it's just Louis Vuitton handbags, stuff like that. And there's a question of safety. Do you really know where these bikes are coming from? This is Boxer Puss. It's another little puss here. Isn't she a cutie? A little boxer chops. A little face. Where are they coming from, you know? So things like that, you don't really know. It might be legit, might not be. The fork might have really, really bad layup in it. The carbon steel could foul on you. So there's things where you could hit a big bump on the frame and have some issues going on there. So I think if you're going to buy a bike, get one from me. Or get one from Pinarello, you know, a genuine one, a genuine Pragma bike from myself, or a genuine Cannondale or Trek, or whatever you're going to get. And yeah, a lot of these brands have recalls. Cannondales have recalls, Specialized has recalls, because what happens is when you're constantly putting out new products, there's not really time to test it in the real world. You know, like, we know the F8 didn't really have many problems. The F12 is a new bike, you know, like, I wouldn't buy one personally because it's like, you know, I would pay $9,000 for a Chinese carbon frame. Wouldn't pay that for any bike frame, to be honest. And not good afford it. That's just me. If you're a barrister named Andrew and you got a bit of tub and you want to get an expensive bike, then you go for that. I'm just saying that if you know, spend the money if you want. It's just a bike. But the markup's insane. It's hilarious. I just have to laugh. But yeah, if you want a good quality bike, go to duranride.com. and get one from me. Custom painted. And the reason why I started up this brand is because I got a S-Works bike about 2 years ago now, and a big Specialized fan, still am, but the S-Works Epic was such a letdown. I was like, man, the marketing hype doesn't match the performance of the bike. You know, the shock, I'm on my 5th shock, I got to put a new one in. They've been, Specialized have been great, send me out new shocks and fix them, but it's just, it doesn't solve the problem. The new shock, hopefully, maybe. I've got to try that. It's been sitting in the shower for quite a while. But just, you know, and I was like, what? You know, what's happening in the bike industry? We're putting out worse product. Now the disc brake dramas and the recalls. It's just like, that's what I love about just proven product. You know, people say, what about quality control? Like, quality control is one thing. Like, all the forks that failed on the Specialized bikes passed quality control, right? But they didn't pass real-world testing. All the forks that failed on the Merida bikes and the BMC bikes and the Cervelo bikes, etc., passed quality control. But a year later or 2 years later, we see the problems coming out, right? Or even 5 years down the track with the Canada one. So it's yeah, and that's, they pass QC, man, but there's QC in the factory, and then there's real world durability, right? People riding it, crashing it, talking it up, just all that stuff. And so that's why I've chosen frames that are proven, you know, that have actually been used by other brands, open mold, from a good factory, proven to work, proven safety, proven performance. And because people say, oh, well, you create a new design, it's like, you can do that, but like, you know, what's going to happen to the chainstays or what? Like, just how's the flex and stuff like that. So it's, real world is just more important to me. Yeah, real world. Like his hat's lasted 12 years. I got this in 2008. It's just starting to peel here. So this is proven. This is proven, in my opinion. These Oakley glasses, they're proven in the real world. I don't know if they're fake or not. I think it's the real ones. But anyway, that's the ramble. I like proven products. So if you want a fantastic quality carbon bike, made in China, like everything else is made in Pinarello, Cannondale, Factor, they're all made in China, shipped to Taiwan, assembled, and then shipped to Italy or shipped to the US or wherever, and they're made in wherever they say they're made. And I'm a big believer in Chinese carbon. I think China makes the best carbon now. You know, they're making for Pinarello, Colnago, all the big brands. They're making for Pragma, they're making my brands, and I'm a big believer in it. And if you want a high-end, custom painted carbon bike, hit me up on duranride.com. Go check it out. Go check it out. But yeah. So this video is not to bash Pinarello or say sucked in. You spent $9,000 on a bike that's made in China and blah blah blah. No. It's not that at all. Like if you're, you know, a lot of people would never buy one of my bikes because they don't want to go to the bunch. They want to have the most expensive bike in the bunch, even if they're getting paid. Even if they're getting paid another markup for $9 grand or whatever. They just want that. That's, you know, they want that, and I totally understand that. But if you're a person out there who values performance, you don't really care about the logo or the brand, or maybe you don't even want a logo on there. You just want clean skin, custom painted with daffodils on it, whatever. We can do that. And if you're that sort of person who prefers quality and a fucking awesome price, then my frames really appeal to you. If you just want brand name stuff and the latest and greatest, you know, latest greatest problems or whatever, then bike industry's waiting for you. That's my thoughts, comments and criticisms. End of the day, if you're riding one of my frames or a Pinarello or Cannondale or a Trek or whatever, all that matters is you're out there representing, having fun, being an ambassador for cycling, getting your bum on a bike. That's all that matters. End of the day. All right? That's the end of the day. That's the end discussion. That's the end game. My end game, my goal is, I don't care what brand you ride. I just want to see you out on the bike, having fun, losing some weight, burning some fossil fuels instead of, you know, things like that. Just making the world a better place. More bikes on the road. That's my goal. That's my goal. This is one design for all these. This is why on my glycogen and Mawson frame set, I don't have one of these. The bolts have fallen out, so I've got to try and rattle it out there. You know, that's a poor design. What's wrong with the standard seat clamp? But you know, people want the aero seat posts, so I'm going to do fiddly seat clamp for them. I'll spend the next half an hour doing this. See ya.